Hi students, my name is Sakesh Shetty from. Uh, uh, Hi students, my name is Sakesh Shetty from AJ Engineering College. Today we'll discuss about Kaplan turbine. In that last class, we discussed about what do you mean by Francis turbine. And today we'll discuss about Kaplan turbine. We'll go for that part for Kaplan turbine. What is Francis turbine? We discussed, and Kaplan turbine means what, and what is the use of that Kaplan turbine. Everything we'll discuss today's class. Kaplan turbine. Kaplan turbine. First, I will explain why Kaplan turbine came into the existence. What is the need of that? Then I will explain about working principle. Kaplan turbine is a evolution of Francis turbine. How it evolved by Francis turbine, I will explain to you. Before that, we need to know one thing is turbines can be classified in terms of head. What I am trying to say, you will understand very simple. It means if water storing in a dam, so water level is there. So some head is there, some water is there. So we can the height of water we can call it as gross head or HG. Is it correct? Correct, no? And I think I hope you understand. HG, it means gross head, water storage of reservoir. The level of water will not be same throughout there. That we all know. In summer season, water level reduce. Summer season. So summer season water level will reduce, right? No. Suppose what I am telling now. Once suppose one reservoir is there, one dam is there. We are storing the water in that dam. That is we can call it as gross head or water head, HG. That total water storage. But summer season the water will not summer season or rainy season the water will vary. All the season the water will not same, right? No. So next, in rainy season water level will increase. Summer season water will reduce. So different heads available at different seasons. Do you know that which turbine we used in which kind of head available? I'm telling you to suppose if you Pelton wheel turbine we used for high heads. Pelton wheel turbines we are using for high heads. When head is more than the 300 meters, that means the best suitable in rainy season. Yes, more than 300 meter high head. But try to understand uh, Francis turbine when we used Francis turbine when we used. There is also one reaction turbine which is used for moderate heads. As high head, we discuss, and moderate head is Francis turbine. When the head is available 30 to 300 meter, 30 to 300, best suited for winter season. The Francis turbine is moderate head and it is high head is 30 to 300 meter. Both Francis and Pelton wheel turbines failed. When it fails, when it's failed in summer season, because the summer season in places which are the places in very dry condition, the level of water becomes very less. The head is very less in summer heads. This water head or water storage is very low head. When the head is low, it reaches 0 to 30 meter. As I said, divided 30 to 300, 3 more than 300, 300 more than 300 Pelton, 30 to 300 Francis, and 0 to 30. Francis will not work, Pelton will not work, 0 to 30 meter, very low head. Then we require Kaplan turbine for low head. So Victor Kaplan, then it's designed which can work for very low heads. Now I will try to explain about the working principle of Kaplan turbine. So you understand what is the need of a Kaplan turbine, which is used for when its head is available very low. Now what I told you that Kaplan turbine is nothing but evolution of Francis turbine. So we have to see how it evolved from Francis turbine. The Francis turbine is a reaction turbine. We know that. And what kind of reaction turbine? What is the direction of flow in the Francis turbine? It is inward flow, inward radial flow reaction turbine. Inward flow reaction. What do I mean that I am explaining you? Suppose there is a blade cross section, you can say that. Suppose there is a blade, water entering along the radius. Suppose one blade is there, water is entering along the radius, but at the exit, the one water is flowing the radially. Exit, water leave axial direction. Water leave axially. That's why we are calling it inward radial direction. What flow is radial only in inlet. At the outlet, flow is axial. That is call it as Francis turbine. How Kaplan turbine evolve? We are going for that portion. But if water enters, strikes the edge tangentially, the tangential flow, if it is tangential flow is there, that is the case of Felton-Wheel turbine. Okay, I hope you understand what Francis turbine, what is impulse turbine. See here on 3D view of the Kaplan turbine, so that we can understand the 2D better. It's not here other components of the turbine we can see. Here is guide vane is there, shaft is there, scroll casing is there. This structure is same as the Francis turbine. Water enter from the outward portion, and it will affect a swelling effect. It is means its rotational effect, and guide vane is there. Guide vanes located throughout the circumference, all around the circumference. Water will come enter, and it will move through the passage between the guide vanes. And in that Francis turbine, it will move through the passage, and that guide vanes, distance between the guide vanes, and we can adjust. Distance between the guide vanes looks very large, which can be made narrower also. If you make it narrow, less water will pass through it. So we can, with the help of making guide vanes broader or narrower, we can control the flow rate. That is guide mechanisms. So control the flow rate. That is amount of passing through per unit. Now, water will pass through these guide vanes. In Francis, in the Francis turbine also, up to which I explained that things are same in Francis turbines. But Francis turbine blades were located located in the same place of diffuser or diffuser planes. That what it's showing, this is diffuser blades. In Francis turbine, there were some radial blades radial blade is there, but so the water passes through the diffuser vanes. It will pass through this those runner blades. But here in this case, runner or rotation part of the turbine located at the bottom, not in the same plane or not in the same horizontal plane in the diffuser blades. You understand what I am trying to say? The runner blades, this is what we can say, the hub or blades are attached. Coming to that part, what I am trying to say, the blade are not in the same horizontal planes with the diffuser. It's here is located downwards. Why it is located downwards, I am trying to explain you. See, if this blade would be here, would be in the top side, not downward direction, the top side, the same the horizontal plane, the diffuser, then what will happen? Water will enter through the passage between the diffuser vanes, and it will go and strikes the blades in inward direction. That direction we are calling it as radial direction. But we want Kaplan design the turbines such way that we wanted that inlet flow, that the flow at the inlet will be axial, not radial. How to make it axial? up to the this portion, water passing through the passage between the diffuser vents, the flow is radial. Now what he did, he made runner blades beat downward direction. So what happens is water enters through the diffuser passage radially direction, but after that it will fall down. Of course it will fall down. Water will enter from that out. It will fall down. Water in between that diffuser veins, and it will fall down. Now it will fall downward direction, and it's coming down with some rotational effect or swirling effect. This motion, when water is coming from the down their direction or striking the blades, it's coming with some rotational effect. That's why it's making the blades to rotate. This, if this blade is rotate, shaft will also rotate. So you understand why it's called axial. We change the radial direction to axial direction. This is the axial. The center, it shows the axis direction. When now the blade what's showing, if the inlet of blades at the inlet of inlet point, what is the direction of flow? It is axial or not? That's why Kaplan turbines is known as axial flow turbine, axial flow reaction turbine. At the exit also, water will fall down, so it is known as axial flow reaction turbine. Okay, 3D view we understood, and in the cross sectional view, here we can see the diagram. Cross sectional view we can see 3D, as I told in that one, and we can see that in cross sectional view. What is the cross section? We are sectioning that. We will just cut that through the center. That is called cross section. The section plane we can, I hope you understand. We are just cut down that plane, section plane. Then after that, this is the sectional plane. We can get it this is way. Sectional view. This is the sectional view. The guide vanes we can see in the diagram. Guide vanes is there. Guide vanes we can see the diagram. Two guide vanes is there in this diagram. In the left part and right part, two guide vanes is there. In the sectional view we can see that one, two guide vanes is there. Left part and right part, guide vane is there. Guide vane to adjust the flow rate. Okay. Now since we already explained to you, you understand very simply. Water is initially flowing along the radial direction. Now turning it in the direction to axial direction. Inlet point, and some inlet point is there, some outlet point is there. At the inlet, flow becomes axial. Water is coming to flow is becoming axial or not? When the exit, water will fall down. Water will fall down using the draft tube. In the Kaplan turbine, the inlet and outlet, in both inlet and outlet flow in axial. Then in the direction of axis. That is why we call it as axial flow turbine. So we have understand how to Kaplan turbine evolve from the Francis turbines. It is very simple. In Francis turbine also the diagram was same. Runner blades or design of the blades are different. Blades are not at the bottoms. It was at the center at the same level at the diffuser blades. That is also diffuser blade. I hope you understand what is Kaplan turbine. Let me explain. This center portion is called as hub, in which we can carry shaft, which blades are attached. Kaplan turbines are twisted blades. The blades are twisted from root to tip. This is in center between roof or tip. If we show that in 3D view, we can find root or tip. The blade is twisted at them. You can see the blades. Now, since we understand the working principle, due to the rotational effect, the water is falling down in axial direction, which makes the propeller rotate. It makes the propeller to rotate. Now, the question is that why we are making water to fall axial? Why water is falling axial? See, as I told initially, the head available in Kaplan turbine is low, higher moderate. It was low head. So if you try to rotate in the propeller low head, we required at the Q, that is discharge, should be higher. Discharge should be more, and if water flows in axial, then only we will see the discharge is more. Okay. If you compare the discharge between the radial, axial, and tangential flow, and we will see that discharge value is more in the case of facing axial flow. We wanted to discharge is to be more. That's why we make it flow in axial direction. Is it clear?